Hello and welcome to the Tavern. It has been a year, friends. It has been a year. Please give me a shout out, making sure that we know that you can hear us. I am your host, as usual, James, otherwise known as DM Misfit, over on our normal Tavern Tabletop Misfits channel. If you can see that right in the corner there. Nope, that one. There we go. Um, as you guys can tell, this is a very relaxed and yeah, see, wow, that's what I should have done. This is very relaxed format that we do every week, where we bring guests in and we talk about D&D. And this could go from anything to professional game mastering, which I myself have done many times, to trying out new games, which Corey is a professional developer of board games and card games, and just picking out things in D&D to make your games just a little better or a little more immersed rather. But surprisingly enough, 2021 is over, and
Yay.
we
And we're still
have
here.
we're still here, right? So that's a big
Yeah.
deal. So
Stupid alien invasion.
we've
I
done a
mean,
year of
virus.
pandemic infested waters that has created this amazing community known as the Misfits. So all of our new friends, welcome. This is this is just our time to kind of reminisce. Now, Corey and I have been doing this for a full year. Chris came on board right at the beginning. Who was like, "Hey, man, I'm not very seasoned
First.
in D&D at the
Yeah.
time, but I love the idea, and we were learning together, and it was cool to have that very fresh point of view. And then we started pulling guests through the roof. I mean, it was crazy some of the people we had on this year.
Oh yeah.
Um, and some people that, as most of my friends and my team will tell you, I should never be able to, in 100 million years, get these people onto a small stream. And yet, we've pulled some pretty big names. If anybody
Oh
knows, Games was on here with Devin, which was a great conversation. Um, Dice Cream Sandwich was on here. Kevin Parr, so he was here for a week. Um, let's see who all else we had? Arcane Anthem, who does these
Oh yeah,
amazing
that was awesome.
amazing
Oh
music. Oh
yeah. Yeah.
my
Yeah.
goodness,
Oh yeah.
he was so much fun to talk to.
I
Um,
follow him on social.
yeah,
He's
yeah,
he's good stuff.
we follow
Oh,
him.
there was a guy with the white skin. He had the horns. He helped you out with the
Oh,
charity event. That guy was here
that
too.
guy
Don't
was here
forget about
too.
him.
That was this guy right here yet again. That guy. Yeah, so we did a charity event.
Locabut Macabre, I think his name is.
That was his
Yes,
name.
there you
Yes,
go.
there he
That's the
is.
one.
We did a charity event with that. I was actually under the weather at the time, but I was that background voice of God thing going on that you could hear. But no, he did a wonderful job. We raised $2,500 for Games to Grow, which was just absolutely incredible. And it was finding out that we could do something to that level that really excited us for this coming year, because we're going to do more of those. We're going to try to do a quarterly one of those. And yeah, we're starting to line up names already this year for people that are going to come on to talk. And hopefully this year, my main goal is to get all of these things done weekly, is grabbing these and putting them into document format, which I know we said you would do last year. I took on too much. To be perfectly honest, I took on too much, and that is what happens when you do that. So,
Burning the candle at both ends, man.
oh goodness,
So
dude, you don't understand. I don't think I have a candle anymore. It's just a wick.
This is a sad little wick
It's a sad
drowning in a
little
little
wick
bit of
drowning. Yeah,
wax. Just help me.
yeah,
so this is really good because I like that the three of us are back together.
Mm.
And it's kind of just one of those wide open tavern talks.
yeah,
I mean, we reminisce about the last year, but we also, if there's anybody in chat that just wants to ask some questions, this one's
yeah,
wide open. Because this
100%.
is just the three of us back together, getting the band together again.
Hmm.
um and as you probably heard last week, those who follow the stream, this is not my main gig now. I'm not the co-host. Austin is now the co-host with James, and I'm going to be one of those people that pops in occasion, as I got some other stuff going on here locally in Denver, Colorado, at the Game Train USA, doing some development stuff and some playtesting stuff. So
So if you're
I'm
in the
just happy to be
Colorado
here.
area, go hang out with him at Game Train. He's got his own games there and all sorts
That's
of
right.
fun stuff.
Need a logo popping up for that place. Well, I'm sure you're going to be missed around here a lot more,
I
man.
have
But
the
it's
logo
good to hear
somewhere.
you're doing stuff that makes you happy, right? That's
Yeah.
And I think that's
And
why we're doing a lot of what we're doing here with
Yeah,
all of this stuff is like, who doesn't want a job that just makes them happy,
right.
right.
right?
Well,
100%.
the job that pays the bills, it doesn't make me too happy.
No,
Since
Right?
I
no,
work in
we need
education and
those,
there's a lot
but
of politics around it, but the stuff I do after I get off of work is, like this is,
exactly. And a little bit
absolutely
of
awesome.
extra money for some air. I mean, like, why not?
Yeah, right.
Well,
Maybe a little
let's be
pocket change.
honest.
Okay,
The
yeah,
money I spend into developing games,
This way
who was that? Oh,
exceeds
I was talking to Alphinius, and he said the best way to make $1 million in games is to start with
2
2 million,
million and
and then
spend
you'll
it.
have if you spend 1 million of it, you'll have 1 million.
Yeah,
So
it
the
hurts. I'm
logic is
telling
pretty
you,
found, man.
it hurts. But it's been a year, and a lot of it has been thankful to the community, and thankful to just the generous time and energy that our community has put together to do these kind of things. Um, Man, it's weird. Like Corey and I started
It
this
gets you
on
in the
a
feels,
well, Corey and
right?
I started this on a whim. We were
Hmm.
sitting in GUI Cube chat, and I remember the conversation. He's like, "Dude, I like playing D&D. Do you want to talk about it?" And I was like, "Yeah,
Sounds
why
good.
why
Yeah,
not?
sure.
Let's try it."
let's
And
just
then we
have a beer
launched.
and talk about D&D.
That's what we
Listen,
did.
like, one of my favorite podcasts that I listen to is literally just guys that sit around and do just this,
Yeah.
right? Like, because especially right now, this is what's great about stuff like this is we got all these, like, I don't know about you guys. I'm in Ontario. The cases are on the rise of
Oh my
COVID. It's
God.
Yeah.
so it's brutal,
Yeah.
right? And now we don't get to have those days where we can just sit down and just chat with our buddies and geek out over our favorite media, whether
Yeah.
it's comic books, D&D, whatever. So to have these outlets to be able to get that, I think is super important right now, especially for people's mental health. And
Yeah.
for me, like,
Absolutely.
mental health is so important. I mean, you guys did your charitable event, and that was
Hmm.
all about mental health awareness,
Right.
right? And I couldn't respect that anymore, right? That gets all my respect right there, man. And I do thank you for that, as somebody who does suffer from PTSD and BPD. Things like that is like big for me. Like, my end
Yeah.
goal is to one day do a stream just as you guys did, for charity, to spread that awareness, because it is so important. And it's vital that we use these resources given to us to connect with each other.
Yeah.
And that's what D&D is about too. It's
Oh,
about
100%.
connection, right? Like, Dr. Snugglebutts, welcome. I see you in the chat there, buddy. Great to see
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Actually, it's great that he dropped in there. He wrote a one shot that has a puzzle that's like, if you don't do the puzzle as a team, you're dead. You are dead.
I have talked to that man so many
Guaranteed.
times on his style of gameplay. 90% of every player I've ever played with would die. 90%.
Mhm.
I love his game styles. We've talked hours upon hours on D&D
Oh, it's
and
fantastic.
Logic,
Um, he
but
played on your charity
he did.
event.
He did play on our charity. He was Emery? Yes, Emery.
Emery,
Emery,
yep.
yes.
Everett, yep.
I almost
What
mixed them
else?
because there were two E's, and I was like, I'm gonna mix it one of them. It's one of the two.
Yeah, he wasn't Harden Longbone, that's for
He
sure.
wasn't
Yeah.
Harden Longbone, that's for sure. Harden
But
Longbone.
yeah, no, it's just like, because of D&D, I've met you guys. Because
Yeah.
of D&D, I met Dr. Snugglebutts. hardcore, who's also in the chat. She's been meeting all these new people and everything. She's in my IRL
Awesome.
campaign. She's also my wife. Hi, Annie.
Hi.
So like, it's
It's
just
so
I've
cool
met
when
all
you
the
can do that.
it is, and it's beautiful, and that's what I'm gonna say. I'll let you guys keep
Yeah.
talking because I'm gonna have some.
Well, I just and the medium of playing on stream is has been fun as well. And talking about geeking out together. Okay, it's talking about geeking out. Chris, tell us about Tailspire.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
god, yeah. Geeking out about
Tailspire.
Tailspire.
Dude, the community in Tailspire is beautiful. First of all, we got these people out there that are making these mods for Tailspire, which guess what? If you got Hero Forge, you can put tokens.
Hold up.
If you got Hero Forge, you can put your tokens in Tailspire.
Your tokens or your mins?
My mins?
Your mins that you make. Yeah.
You can pop them right in.
You can pop. Well, it's a little bit more complicated than just
Oh,
popping them in.
yeah.
It takes a couple of downloads, but a few downloads later, some copying, some pasting.
Something tells me we're gonna have a whole new stream on Monday that's just gonna be nothing, but let's just start building shit.
Let's just build it. Oh, okay. Because you said that. Brother Hannon, who is on Twitch, who created the maps for
In our
Dimensions 20.
chat.
He's in the
Okay.
chat right now.
Oh, this
Can
one.
people drop links in your chat?
I don't believe so.
Okay. Can somebody drop in, can you drop in Brother Hannon on Twitch? Because
Yes.
this guy right here is the man that did the maps for Dimensions 20's new season. Like, okay, talk about a celebrity. Like, this guy, he needs to be recognized much more.
Yeah.
And he's watching us. What?
He's watching you.
Us?
He's watching you, buddy. So Brother Hannon's here, and he streams map building for Tailspire.
Brother Hannon.
Nice.
So he's already on here. He's already yes, yes.
I'm gonna shut
At
up
Brother
and
Hannon
please
right
leave it
there,
go.
guys.
There we go.
Please enjoy.
That's beautiful. Yeah, so please go
That's-
check out Brother
That's his
Hannon.
YouTube. That's not his Twitch. But
He-
we definitely.
it's-
Yeah.
It's the at Brother Hannon. That's good enough.
Yeah,
You just twitch.tv, then Brother Hannon as spelt in the chat. You got it. It's good.
Yeah.
So like he's already doing that. And man, there's just so much stuff that's going on that's got me excited. This year has been great.
And
this
you
is
got
the
a
double.
stream. And I know we're not supposed to talk about it because it conflicts with our stream,
It
but
does.
talk
It might-
about it anyway.
Yeah. Talk
We're
about
a
it
community.
anyway. Yeah.
Okay. We'll talk about that. And you know what? Just in case I had this shameless self-promotion plugged into my camera there, we're just gonna pop that up there. So
Barely
basically
see it,
what
but
we're
yeah.
doing is I've written a homebrewed campaign that's like heavily influenced with 80s horror films, like Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th, particularly Evil Dead.
Gremlins one of those?
No, I didn't reference
Not
Gremlins in
yet.
this, but
Not yet.
now that's getting added to my notes. But so we are doing a campaign. The name of the campaign is Shadow of Memories. I'm sorry, hold on, let me make sure I get that actually right, because I had a different name, and then we were like, no, we should come up with a name other than that name. It is I want to make sure I say it right. Yes, Shadow of Memories.
Isn't that just what he said? Isn't that just
That's what he
I
just said.
wanted
Yeah,
to make sure
yeah.
I said it right because I don't
That's
trust myself.
exactly what he said.
FYI, guys, FYI, double.
Cheers.
Cheers, buddy. So anyway, starting this Sunday, actually. Sorry, guys. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
it's all right.
It's 10 p.m. Eastern time, January 9th. We are going to be basically doing this campaign. It's a horror campaign, but it's a horror comedy. Like I keep that campiness that you get from like Child's Play films, from Nightmare on Elm Street, all that campiness is still in there. The cast that I have is absolutely amazing. So I do in the camera over there, I have my Discord, my Twitter, my Twitch, so you guys can follow me there. Yeah, we're really excited about it. I have an amazing cast that it's like this almost didn't happen, right? I had one guy that was just like, my work schedule is messing this up, but I spent all this time finding this group, putting this group together, and then putting them through like a test play, that after a couple of campaigns, it's like my heart will break if this group breaks. You
Well,
know what I mean?
but you're playing 80s horror, so you're going to be killing them off left and right. So
Possibly, but they can come in with new characters, though.
oh,
I just don't want the player to be gone, right? So it almost didn't happen. So, guys, yes, it's scheduled for Monday, and I know that conflicts with your schedule.
It's Sunday.
I am
Sunday.
Sunday, yes. But because I'm hoping it gets switched to Monday. Okay, that's why I said
Good.
So that is a future hope, but for now, yes, it will be on Sunday. I couldn't be more excited about it. Just because it's these groups, man. Like, you guys know what I'm talking about. You have your groups it's like parental almost. It's like I feel like you're my child, and I you guys do things, and I'm so proud. So yeah, you guys can check us out Sunday. Hey, maybe you have multiple accounts and have a short attention span, and you want to have
both.
You want to have one on your phone, and you want to have one on your computer, and you just watch that way. I don't know. I'm not going to judge. Like, I have ADHD, so like I get it. You need that stimulation, right? So hey, if that's what you got to do, that's what you got to do, guys.
So watch the affordables live, since we start first, and then watch them afterwards.
So excitingly enough, and we know it's going to be a small stream this week. We are doing just a stream on it's just kind of a relaxing stream, and it's going over characters and kind of a similar system that we're doing now, where we're reminiscing, we're talking about the story up to the point that it ended at, what has happened, who has changed, that kind of thing. So that'd be a great time for you to pop over for the first hour, see where we were for the last year, because we're trying to catch people up to where we're going to start in 2 weeks, and then Chris will be ready to switch to Mondays by then, and then, and then we can go hang out with him too. But yeah, no, Chris has put a ton of time and effort into this. I've walked with him through many different conversations, and he's shown me some of the amazing maps that he has done on Tailspire, and the hours and hours long put into it. It's gonna be worth watching, that's for sure.
If you guys don't have Tailspire, there's something for some people who maybe want to get it but are a little apprehensive, just because everybody in your party, to really get the full experience, needs a copy. They are hoping to change that at some point, so maybe just get a copy for yourself, play online, and do a screen share.
Yeah.
Like, that's
not my hesitation,
No.
Chris. My hesitation for getting Tailspire is that I would lose my job. I would spend so much time. I'm just like, I can't even take the free hit of
I've
crack,
gotten so
because I know I'll have all the crack.
Same thing. So I'm so ready if once I dive into it. So for people who don't know, I run 2 other games weekly or bi-weekly that are professionally paid. My players pay me. We make custom characters, we make custom maps, we do custom music, that everything to involve them. I've prepared myself for that next step to go into Tailspire. That is going to be a dive in that I'm never going to ever come out of.
But be prepared, because there's a community out there for Tailspire, like I said, that is just beautiful,
Right.
buddy. You can go, let's see, there is a website.
Yeah.
So it is
So while he's looking for this,
got it.
sneak peek at what is coming in 2022.
Ooh, yes. Okay, sorry. This has got my attention now. Go.
So we got the opportunity at Gen Con to be beta testers for a new system coming out. This is going to combine virtual tabletop and terrain to connect together. What this is, it's called Last Game Boards. They released their Kickstarter, and we got the opportunity to actually beta test as one of their streamers for it. So in the next couple months, you're going to see it actually displayed on a nice little screen over here. So this is kind of a shout out and also help request at this point. If you build 3D printed anything and you want to see it on the stream, I will give you an address, send it to me, I'll paint it if I have to, and I'll put it on the game board. Because that's going to be what I would love to happen is that the community sends stuff, we show it off on the stream, give the credit to the people who send it, and kind of present it that way as a community effort.
Do you have a space for a carnival on
Bro, I will. So here's the cool thing, right? Is so what it'll work with is it'll have the minis on it, it'll have basic terrain on it, so rocks, trees, that kind of thing. And then the ground will be digital. And then that will also display to Foundry. So every time you move a piece on there, there's a little tab that goes on the bottom of it, and it moves on the screen as if you're moving it on Foundry. So it's going to be, and then we're going to have two screens on it. So you're going to see the virtual tabletop version, and then you're going to see the actual layout.
Do you know how many people are like so textile that is going to be like the be all to end all?
Oh
yeah,
God,
like,
yeah.
that sounds phenomenal.
So yeah, we got the opportunity to work with people like Satine Phoenix, Jameson Stone, Realm Smith, the big guys. We just got the opportunity. I was in the right place at the right time, and they were like, "Hey, let's get you guys hooked up too." And it was an opportunity I couldn't pass up. So
like there's other programs out there, and I've used some of them. DM Helpmate was one of them, and it was a really nice program. But your players can't move their tokens, and I can't tell you how many people I talk to that are like, this hurts me on so many levels that I can't move the token myself. And then the idea of making it like, oh no, you get your actual token, buddy, and that boom. So it's, oh, that sounds great. I'm excited about that. I need it. I need a better work so I can buy something like that. That'd be great.
it's so if you're interested, Last Game Boards, we have an entire guild there, so you can be like, hey, we're part of the Misfits team now. So we have our own group over there. If you purchase one, we get a little bit of a kickback, of course, but as long as you let us know that we sent you over there. But it's really any kickback I get from them is going straight to 3D miniatures, straight to. So, and if anybody knows, if anybody's a custom designer or wants to help us out, this is my plea to that right now, because it is once again that same thing that we just talked about with Tailspire. It is that next level of diving into D&D that is very scary, because it's just money and time.
Well, those of you from my Discord and everything, all my my fellow crows, that goes out to you guys too. Yeah, check it out, because I know some of you are D&D players. Most of you are. Come on, guys. Come on. Go. Shoo. No. Yeah.
But yeah, so we've talked a lot. We've talked a lot about a lot of random things. What do you guys do? Like, chat, what is up?
So I got a call out from my old Dagger here folks there, calling me by my LARP name, Wasad Ka, the orcish spirit talker from Dagger here. I just got to give a shout out to the Army of Mordor. May debauchery reign forever. So I just had to say that.
Go debauchery. Woo!
I got my sash downstairs with the 10 years of Mordor
That's hilarious
thing on it.
Beautiful.
10 years of it was a We've got cake. Kick him in the teeth. All right. So
Kick him in the teeth. All right. Yeah, yes.
we
So let's put the link up there for Last Game Boards. If you're looking for a digital board that is,
yeah.
this is beyond anything I've ever seen. They're pretty awesome. Um,
Yeah. So yeah, chat.
hearing
What do you
about
want
it,
to
wow.
what do you want to nerd out about?
yeah, let's nerd out. Let's nerd out, chat. We've got a pretty busy chat tonight, so let's nerd out. What do you guys want to
Yeah.
know? Do you want D&D tips? Do you want custom creations? Do you want to ask everybody what their favorite color is? Do you want us to, all talk in really weird accents and have fun like that? I mean,
Oh, speaking
whatever
of
you want to do.
accents, man, I'm so sad about Tuesday, but we did reschedule it. So we got the Expanse roleplay game set for, I think, February 4th, 1st. I don't know which day Tuesday is, but at any rate, the Expanse, and it'll be a Ganymede station, and I'll do my best Belta.
The first week of February?
First Tuesday in February, we'll be going to Ganymede Station, and
That's
I'll
the
do my
second.
best Belta Creole I can do. So
that was pretty good, man. I like yeah, cheers, mate.
I'd buy it.
And if you haven't watched The Expanse, like this guy,
Shut up.
you need to. It's so awesome, man. You gotta watch it.
Expanse is so good. Yeah.
Oh,
well, okay. Alistair, I will take your word. You know what? Not to dismiss you, Corey, but I trust our chat much more. So
right.
Alistair, if you say so. All right, I'll do it. Oh, I'm gonna remove this. I can only shamelessly promote myself for so long, and then I start to feel the shame. So let's just sorry, continue. My bad.
Yeah. So
how are we going to do the RP in the Discord?
So
that's for you, James.
Yeah, that's for me. Yeah, he threw me completely under the bus for this. This is a secret that nobody knows about yet, and now everybody knows.
Blue shines, yar.
So right now we are going. I'm asking a bunch of people in the Discord. So if you're in the Discord, definitely reach out to me if you're interested in doing a interactive role play that is going to connect to your personal characters that will have weekly events and that kind of thing.
Okay, chat, please say yes because I want to. Well,
so,
damn it, guys.
If you guys are interested in that, we are right now looking at where we want to do this. So if you are part of the GUI community, which is the world of Xayathay, it is a massive just world. We have 6 different continents, but the only continent that we've got right now is 1. Somewhere in there, we're looking at placing the starting town, which will be where we will go on Incarnate, design the encounter, or design the map. Each person will have known spots where their characters or their group will play. Will have access to. There will be community channels, and then of course there will be places where you can actually go asks for something, and then you get a small plot or a small request weekly that you can then role play with a game master. We're still trying to figure that portion out, so we're really on this trying to decide the best options for that. But the one thing I want to try to do first is to at least get people to, if you want to be a part of the community, you want to feel like you're in the world itself. Help us figure out where we want to do this at, and we'll at least start building that map and start letting you guys role play as people within the city or within the town, and before we launch the whole role play version of it. And I've already talked to Alphinius about this too, but this is a way bigger project than we have ever.
Yeah, but it sounds so cool. So I'm also kind of looking towards the chat, like, guys, come on, let us know what you think, right? Because like this, so I gotta know, like, have you had much feedback, like How is the current collection of Misfits thinking
So
about this? Because to me, it sounds awesome.
So currently, the collection of misfits is about a dozen of us at this moment
Mhm.
that are really thinking through this, trying to come up with it. But we're open to have as many people as possible.
Oh,
Now, this
excellent.
is going to kind of do a little bit of a "Hey, help us" type feel, and that is the fact that if we do launch something like this, it's going to have to be under a bit of a uh, financial agreement, and part of that would just be either a Twitch subscription or a Patreon at a certain level would help us to just fund these things,
Right.
and it's not going to be a lot. So
No, no,
oh,
that's
I
fair,
took
man. And that sounds like a really fun project.
So I think the challenge, going back to the question about the Blue Shines archipelago, I I I think that would be, I think there would be a challenge in doing it in a set of islands.
right.
I don't
It
know.
would
It
have to
just,
be an island. We'd have to pick a single island where the people of the
because you
community
want it to
Discord
kind
would
of,
run.
you want to start with a
mhm.
small
Yeah,
space and then explore out.
right,
And
Maybe even come up with a location that could be like a central hub that
right.
is like a tavern that is like you can
So
do
the
no
idea
harm
would be is
here.
depending on the amount of people we would have, we would then take that opportunity. Like let's say if we got 50 people, right? And this is a big number that I probably would not see in a long time. Let's say though it blew up. Everybody decides like, yeah, let's get on this board, let's have some fun. We get 50 people, and then if we got over to a certain branch or a certain limit, we would then open up something new. Or we would take time out of it and say, okay, hey guys, if you guys want to unlock this as a community, we're gonna
Well,
we're not gonna do encounters for the next week, but then that's gonna give you that opportunity then to unlock this.
I almost feel like there's other ways to add like a monetary value to it.
Right.
That would be really helpful. And then just kind of like, hey, just come on the Discord, support the Discord and interact with these campaigns. But let's say you want to have a property that
Right.
you DM, like your own channel. Well, that's gonna take some Patreon. I'm sorry,
So
but
that
it's gonna
we
take some.
don't. But the difference is with stuff like that is if we're gonna do something like that, we want it to be still canon. So that's where that downfall would come from. So
Mm-hmm.
we
Oh,
want you
I
guys to
get that.
build the world. We want to be in the world. We don't want to destroy the world. Is the main
oh,
I
come on,
I
from the
focus
people
of
who
used to
this.
talk.
burninate everything in the world. This
Exactly
is
my point. This is why I'm doing this because the rest of my party decides to burn everything to the ground.
Oh yes. Listen, I can relate to that because I've had players that are like, we don't trust this cabin, Chris. We're gonna set it on fire, and I'm like, okay, you set the porch on fire, and I'm like, okay, we should investigate too.
Yes. The gooey world. Yes.
Go and investigate the burning building.
Right.
What could go wrong? Why not?
Yeah. No. I've had players that they're like, hey, we saw something. Okay, we'll throw a fireball at it. Excuse me.
It's like you
Excuse
guys
me.
realize you're in a confined space, right?
Yeah. So actually, we ran into the problem. This was my Tuesday night game. They were heading into the monasteries of Kir Sabal in the Forgotten Realms, which is in somewhere in Chult, and it's based on the Akroka. The Aarakroka are the actual creatures that run this. So it's all like lifted high in the mountains. It's all on scaffolds. They get through the first room before they go on to go up this rickety looking ladder, and I was like, you see a shadow in the corner in the room as you walk past it, and the dude goes, "Firebolt."
It's
in
like,
a
come on, man.
wooden in a
Fireball,
wooden
right?
I was like in a wooden building that's decrepit, old,
Dried out.
dried out.
Yeah.
He's like
Speaking of dried out, sorry. Just because it popped up in the chat, we've been recommended to hydrate, guys. 100 points. Come on.
I've been hydrating this
I
whole time.
I was like I
Okay,
hydrate.
just
I
make
just
sure. Just making sure. Just making sure. I think the chat's probably telling me I've had a few too many. That's okay.
yeah, you're fine.
That's
It's hardcore that's doing it, so
fine.
they're telling
So
you you need more.
So I got a question about the Discord, the RP thing.
Yeah.
Let's say you jump in and but you don't have as much. How do I put this? How are you going to handle casual players? I guess that's what people who aren't in the Discord all the time, but they want to jump in, they want to participate, but they don't want to feel like they're completely left behind if they miss 3 or 4 days, a week, whatever.
So we do want an area where people can just if you want to you can be as active or as inactive as you want to, because those are those areas where there won't be anything going on. Weekly, though, there will be encounters or there'll be plots that'll be given to people who want to be involved,
Mm-hmm.
and those plots will kind of go no matter who's there. They'll be able to run at that point, and then the succession will go no matter what. So everybody will get kind of the same little scenario.
I dig that. Okay. See, that seems like it could work for me. Is you could also do like make sure there's certain channels that's like this is the like casual play channel where there's little things that happen
Well,
here
there'll be
and
channels
there,
open where there'll be the marketplace, there'll be
Mhm.
the local inn or multiple inns depending on the way they want to do it, and
Yeah.
those will just be people role playing throughout and chat the way they want to. Um, and then of course there'll be a channel that will just have character sheets uploaded to that they can have, so they actually have a character. Um,
Okay.
and then from there, like I said, we would just kind of go from that point on. We will require, though, if you are going to be in the chat or in the Discord and be a part of the role play, though, that of course you would have to make sure that you have a parentheses next to your name or before your name that would state your character name, so people know who you were when you're role playing.
Yeah, and I think at that point, if you're not going to be able to do that, then tough, right? Like,
Well,
come on.
it's either that or what we do is we just make an entirely new Discord that would specifically be for the role playing work.
That sounds like a lot of
But
extra
it's a
managing.
lot of extra hands, it's a lot of extra work.
Yeah, let's not
And
do that.
like I said, the more interest we get in this, the more time we can put into it. This is where this is the thought behind it. This is not a anyway near coming out anytime soon, sadly,
There's,
because we have so many other things that are still ready that still have to be
right.
focused on.
I
And this
wonder
isn't
how
my
it would.
job. This isn't my
Yes,
job.
I get that, and that was actually kind of what was making me think is like once again spreading oneself very thin.
Yeah.
So making like little areas for DMs to run their own little areas or something like that. Because I can't tell you how many times I've spoken with people who are just like, I'm sick of being a player, I want a DM, or even just the other way around that are like, hey, it happens. People who've never DM'd, they don't know what they're getting into.
I get that. I can understand that one. When you said, "Hey, I want to be a DM," I was like,
I am one of the
I don't
rare
hear that
breed.
conversation very often. That's why I get paid for what I do.
I'm a control freak, so I actually prefer to DM. Uh, right? Like, I like DMing more sometimes just because it's there's something about being a player that gets very self-centered at times where you're thinking about what your character's goals are and everything like that. And when you're the DM, you're thinking about their goals, the enemy's goals, the king over theirs goals, that random asshole with the cart, his goals too. Like,
I mean, he's right though. I mean, it doesn't matter if he's
I
is
know,
he a
but
merchant
I
or
think
not. It
I'm
doesn't
gonna step
matter.
way back to like when we did the episode on how to be a good player and what players, I gotta say I've DM'd a lot. Now I like to play as well. And one of the things that I love doing when I play is trying to find other players and figure out what they're trying to do and help them with it.
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's if everybody did that, your table's going to be a gem. Everybody's going to have fun. Everybody's going to, If you look at it like, you know,
Solo.
80% of it is helping your party and 20% is doing your thing, um, then yeah.
Mhm. No, absolutely. And I think my problem is last time I was a player, I was a warlock who was very manipulative and
So
goal. She was a half drow, and she wanted the entire world to fall under their same religious beliefs. So that
so I
was
will say though, and this is something that I've started to adopt over now what 3 years of game playing multiple sessions a week. Um, some quick tips that I've come up with that it seems to work well. And I know Corey and I have talked about this is giving these gifts out. It is okay, and your players are not going to get mad at you if you go to them and say, "Hey, what is your plan next? What do you want your plan to be?" I
yeah.
think a lot of times we have. Okay, now I'm going to do one thing real quick. So I see my subscription one popping up. Why is my Discord one popping
It's all
up?
just popping, buddy. Pop up.
Yeah. So for anybody who does, because for some reason
Hardcore.
my thing's not
Yeah,
popping.
your Streamlabs is only doing the
I see that. I don't know why.
oh, there it is. Now
No,
it's
no,
popped.
no. That's me. That's not. That's me. I don't know why it's doing that. It's weird.
What is it doing?
So my stream elements is one of the things I wanted to do this year is automate some of the stuff that's not concentrating on the game or concentrating on the show. And that's my stream elements. It's supposed to be kicking off every 15, 20 minutes. It's giving people at least the opportunity to join Discord. Um, and apparently it hasn't been sending it. So I'm trying to figure out why.
Well, you gotta send it. Sorry.
Right? So
He's Canadian too, by the way. Just if anybody knows what I'm referencing.
we'll try it. I'm gonna play around again and see if this works. But in the meantime, yeah, no, it's definitely ask your players what they want and do it consistently. Remember, this is not a you run the show 100% of the time. It's a collaborative story, and it needs to be treated that way. And for people who don't like playing it that way, don't play it that way. That's up to you. But you're going to find out your players going to be more involved in something if they're involved in more of the story.
True.
They might just let you get screwed over sometimes too. If you're going to be that self-centered, say, hey man, if you don't want to do the team effort, then you fight the mimic.
Yeah, right. You fight them. You do.
You do that. You're solo. You're
Yeah.
you're king shit. Let's go. All right, come on.
Right.
But yeah, no, I agree with you, man. That's a good point.
Also, if you do join the Discord in the next like hour or so, and you can't type them automatically, still working on how to figure out roles and stuff. Like I said, this isn't my day job, and I do a lot of different pieces of the project. So I need to get some of those automations done on the Discord as well. So working on it.
Yeah, right now I definitely couldn't tell you how to do any of the automated stuff. It's just like, yeah, right click, scroll down, rolls, boom,
Yep,
boom.
that's what
Okay.
I've been doing for the
Yeah.
last year, and the goal this year is to kind of get some of that stuff that I know works differently to work properly, and then I can concentrate on things instead of always going in and doing that. Which is
So
why all the
mhm,
yes, bots are fun, exactly. Which
yeah.
actually, if we can get bots running certain ways, we can make some of that automation done for our role play as well. So
Mhm.
you can enter areas by typing enter and then going to a different location, and it moves you to different channels, that kind of cool stuff.
That's
Um,
awesome. I
yeah,
like that.
but and for anybody, and I know this is not the best way to say this, but for anybody that's already wanting to do something like that, go check out Realmsmith. They've got something completely different, but it's incredible. So go check them out. But it's where I got my idea from. So I don't want to. I want to shameless
Is that
plug there
the
compared to me just being like it
is
all is in my head.
is that the guy that's calls himself Mungendaster?
No, 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 no,
Or
no, no. So
no, okay.
Realmsmith is ran by a guy named Jason Azevedo. They're an entire organization out of Canada. They're insanely big. He's personally sponsored by Satine Quest and Dungeons and Dragons and all that
Oh,
crazy stuff. Yeah,
nice.
the level that we're all fighting to get to, they're at that level. So
He's there. He's
he's
there.
there.
He's there.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I
yeah.
got an opportunity to talk with him at Gen Con, and very
Oh, that's
humble,
fantastic.
very epic dude. Was supposed to be on the show, but then got the opportunity to go on two cruises instead, and I was like, can't blame you.
Well, I just gotta say, everybody in the Misfits community, I hope you're giving James a special thank you for putting himself at risk for even going to Gen Con this year. And try and putting in all the work that you've been doing to help this community grow. But it just
Yeah,
to you, man.
thank you, buddy.
Like,
No,
yeah, keep it up,
literally,
man.
we got an opportunity to meet the Misfits for the first time at Gen Con, which was a pretty epic
Yes.
feel.
It was pretty awesome.
That was probably one of the coolest moments. That the fact that most of us created this community without ever meeting each other. And when we
Mm.
all went to Gen Con, I got to meet Corey, got to meet Matt, got to meet Austin. The other two I have known
Awesome.
personally through military, and then we're still all waiting to meet Pam, who's on the West
Right,
Coast.
right.
So,
You hear that,
Um,
Pam? If you're out there, we're waiting. We'll,
oh yeah,
we'll,
we're
we'll get
trying.
this whole party going. We'll roll out the red carpet for you. Come on,
Yeah,
let's go.
Gen Con was good.
and
Meeting all the
and
Misfits was cool.
we're
Yeah,
gonna look. We're gonna be hanging out again, hopefully at
in
Genghis Khan here
February.
in a month
Yep,
and a half.
Oh, cool, cool, cool.
yep.
I'm
So if you are in
Canadian, so
the,
I'm stuck here. Sorry, guys.
well, I mean, you can. It's not too far, right?
You
It
just
depends on
couldn't.
what part of
They wouldn't
Canada
let you
you're in.
go home. I mean, you could come here. They just
Yeah,
won't let you
Hmm.
go home.
I'm in
That's what
Canada. I'm
happened
just
to
gonna
that's
stay
what happened to
here.
Jason at Gen Con. He was trying.
Oh
They wouldn't let him
no.
get back on the plane to come back to Canada.
Oh,
So he was. Yeah, it was crazy.
that's
Um,
rough.
if more people are interested in helping this cause and helping us grow, please give me a shout out. Um, it, volunteerism is absolutely epic, and I will love you forever, and that's really all I
Not
can
yeah,
do for that.
especially if you can get some DMs, to help out with this whole Discord thing. Like,
Yeah,
I think any kind of moderator help or anything like
yeah,
that. So if you guys watching know anybody, hey, the links and all this stuff, it's all here. It's all on the
yeah, yeah,
screens. Go
yeah.
please click, clickety
Sounds
click,
like
click.
sounds like Chris wants to jump on board,
I
even though
you know what? I like the
he's got a
idea.
thousand things he's doing on top of it, and he's like, yeah, let's
But
jump on this too.
it's about the community
It is.
though,
It
and I
really
love you
is,
guys all
and
so much.
really, this community has been nothing but a joy to become a part of and to build. And we're just slowly growing 1 to 2 followers a week, and that's all it takes. But the
Yeah,
cool
man.
thing is that our followers come back, they hang out with us, they talk with us, um, and some of them, like I said, most of them actually has helped us in either, they bring more people or they come, they're always here to hang out. And we've had two of them. I'm gonna give two shout outs tonight to, and I don't even know if they're in the channel, but if they are, they deserve the shout out because they are here every single week, and they're here multiple sessions a week. They neither of them are in here anymore. I saw one of them pop in earlier. So Elf Alexander and T Dungeonator have been here since day one, and they've never left us, and we can't thank you guys enough.
Love you
So,
guys.
but yeah, it's been a fun year, fun year, and we're looking forward to seeing what 2022 is all about.
Yep.
And apparently, the name of the game is gonna be Tailspire, and yeah,
Oh yeah,
gonna have to
yeah.
dig into that stuff a little more. Maybe plan some time. Now, mind you, um, this year for me is gonna be a little different. I'm not going to say too much, but the real life world is starting to kick in this year, and there's going to be some changes that I'm going to have to carefully monitor and watch to make sure that that part of my life doesn't fall apart. So there are going to be days and weeks and stuff where the misfits are going to have to take a back burner for life.
Mhm.
And I
Well,
think that's a good lesson for me to learn because I put so much energy and effort into this.
but I
But
think you've done
yeah,
enough groundwork that hopefully your
that's what I'm
misfits can
hoping.
kind of keep
Really,
that ball rolling.
Yeah.
that's what I'm
Mhm.
hoping. Um,
I'm hoping to be in there myself a little bit more. I'm starting to learn Discord a lot better.
yeah,
So hopefully, we can kind of see things
and
run
we'll
itself,
yeah,
right?
and we'll see where things go. Like I said, we don't know what 2022 is going to look like.
Mhm.
Um, for personally, if you are, and this is my only plug that I think I've ever done on this, is if you are new to the game, if you are new to D&D in general, or you have friends that are new to D&D in general, and you're looking for an experience that allows you to have that opportunity that you, or you don't want to play, or you don't want to DM, you want to just play. This is the only time I've ever done this, and it's my one shameless post. Is you can contact me directly at startplaying.games, where I'm a professional game master, and I run 3 games a week at
Love it.
minimum, usually 2 to 3 games a week. And my goal for this stream, for this community, for D&D in general is to make sure that you're having a great experience. Um, so I take feedback to heart. I take
Mm.
feedback to my team, and we look at what's going on. So if you don't like what we're doing, or you don't like something we're doing, don't be afraid to message us. Don't be afraid to reach out. And if you do like what we're doing, don't be afraid to message us and reach out, because we want to hear both sides of the story.
So you saying about how your DMing style and everything with how you're really open to the communication, making sure everybody has fun time. I just want everybody who's watching to know Corey and I could both vouch for that. James, why don't you tell them about your oh my
Hey,
god, your
Corey's on
Curse
there
of
too.
Strahd. Yeah, right. Why don't you tell them of your Curse of Strahd campaign that you run? I know you've mentioned it before, but the
Curse
one
of
where all the
Strahd.
players are evil.
Oh no, Tomb of Annihilation.
Tomb of Annihilation. Right,
Tomb of
right. Sorry,
Annihilation.
my
Yeah,
mistake. My mistake.
yeah. Yeah. So my Tuesday game is Tomb of Annihilation. We've been playing for over a year now, and each week the party came to me and they said, "Hey, we can't find a game master. We saw your ad. Our only our only requirement is we want to play evil." And we've been playing for a year now. We just entered Omu. They just took care of 3 to 4 of the shrines last night. They're at level 8, and yeah, they come back every. We've moved it down to every other week, but that's due to scheduling issues. And they've been, like I said, I've been running with them since October of 2020. So
Dang. Also, Corey, you DM professionally as well, do you not?
Yeah, I just popped that. I popped my link in there as
I
well.
saw that.
Oh yes. Okay. That's great. I'm on there as well. Just look for GM Chris. I don't have my link on me. Yes, I
Oh,
do the same thing as well. So I'm on there, guys. Don't worry about the link or
I,
anything like that.
I'll see if I can
For
find it.
Yeah, hey, it's GM Chris, I think. GM underscore Chris, whatever. If you find it, you do. If you don't, you know, it's not a big deal. I will do my own, because everything that I do with my social media and everything, it all synergizes with each other pretty well. So if you guys, once again, with those links up there, you can follow me on Twitch, and then through my Twitch, you can join my Discord and my Twitter, and you can find all my other links through that. Yeah, and just another thing on my Discord, the what we're doing for my Discord is it's turning into a theater. So what we're doing with the Crows of the Dam Discord is we are doing watch parties. So starting next week on Wednesday nights, we are going to be streaming the newest Dimension 20 campaign. Yep. Yeah, so we're going to be streaming that. We're also going to every Friday I stream movies from my collection. So we do that just on the Discord to keep everything within, legal parameters, right? I will not be doing any kind of streams related to it. It's just literally, if you want to come in, watch a movie, watch some D&D, pop on in, say hi. We have a bit of a community building up there too, where we've been supplying some support with people if you ever have issues that you just want some advice, especially when dealing with like toxic dungeon groups like D&D groups. We've already been dealing with some of that and helping out one of the people in our community, kind of just let them know like, hey, this person's gaslighting you, don't let them do that. So it's turning into a pretty nice community that we got going there. So I am going to shamelessly put that there for a few seconds, and away you go. Okay.
So yeah, we're at our 8 o'clock mark, and I think we have a meeting this evening, so we probably should be wrapping it up. I posted in here as well. Basically, yeah, I do have a start playing games profile. I'll be honest, I haven't got not one lick of business from start playing games thus far, but I'm also not promoting myself there very much because
that's same here. I mean, I'm the same way. I opened that up as a way for more people to give me the review that they want, that for my stuff,
I think
rather than for most of my stuff is personally connected, so it's everybody's contacting me directly. And
I think they've also done an overhaul of their rules and regulations as well. So you really got to make sure like all the trigger warnings and all that is put in there. I actually like the approach, and that's something I got to say about the D&D community as a whole. It's beautiful, man. We got a few we got a couple of gatekeepers out there, sure, but there's people like James, people like Corey and myself that are gatekeeping those gatekeepers. So hey, so like there's just so much help with each other. Like there was oh my god, what was her name? Sorceress Meg, or what was her name? I can't remember her name on TikTok. She was she's from the trans community. I believe she's the Sorceress Meg. Is her TikTok handle when the TSR came out and made their Twitter about the trans community, right? And that was directed at her. Like when that happened, the community just riled together. The TSR was getting boycott left, right, and center. That just goes to show just how amazing this community is. So if you guys do run across a couple of those gatekeepers, run in the opposite direction and run towards us, because we homie don't play that. Okay. So we got your back, guys. We got your back, and there's a huge community. So like, please reach out. Even just going on TikTok and reaching out to people, to the D&D community there, going to Discord, going to Twitch. We're all here to support each other, guys. We just want this to play a game and get to know each other and have a really good time. Like, come on.
But yeah, we are at an hour. It has been a year to enjoy. Chat, if you have any questions, feel free to throw those up real fast before we cancel our evening. We close our close up our evening for last call.
I finished my drink.
Yeah, my drink.
Me too.
I don't want to.
Gone. I got water. It's okay.
I was like, yeah, my drink's gone.
Same here.
It must be time to go. So, but no, this is the start of a new year, and all we want to do is continue to bring the best of ways, tips, tricks, creators to make your game just that much more fun. So I am on TikTok at Tabletop Misfits GM, and Corey, I think Corey doesn't know what the TikTok is. He's a little old for that.
What's a TikTok?
Yeah, it's
Is
the
that like an
TikTok.
Instagram? Is there
yeah,
much
kind of like
fiber
the
in a TikTok?
Instagram. Yeah,
Is the TikTok like the Instagram or
yeah,
the
yeah.
Facebook?
That's right. It's the Facebook and the TikTok. But yeah, no, these are places that you can find us. You can find me all over social media at either Tabletop Misfits or Tabletop Misfits GM. And yeah,
Oh, hey, we're getting a quick question because I know Hardcore is a big TikToker. I know
okay.
she's almost at 1,000 followers, actually, getting pretty close.
Go girl.
So James, quickly, what is your TikTok handle again?
My
We just
TikTok handle is Tabletop Misfits GM. That is not
okay.
me. Stop that. Sorry about that, guys. The video decides to instantly play when you do it online, so it starts playing music through the sound. But
Jeez.
yeah, yeah. So I'm Tabletop Misfits GM, all one word, and you can find me. You'll see the wonderful little GM logo, which is me. I'm probably gonna change it up and actually have my face on there because it's probably a thing I should have.
It's a
Uh,
beautiful face, man. Look at that. You
you
know, the
know,
shine off your
it
head. It's
does.
great.
Dude, my shine is perfect tonight. Like I don't know what's going on.
You must have polished. Did you polish before the
I
showing?
did not. I just shaved
Are you
yesterday, so it's
peacocking?
no. I tried. That's the beard, man. I don't get a chance.
Oh, I
Um,
get you. I get you.
yeah, so being in the military, I don't get a chance to grow this very often. But yeah, but as we make for last call, two things I want to kind of hit right as we're ending. The first one is stay safe. With the pandemic rising, with health concerns going through the roof, my own included, uh, make sure you're taking care of both your mental and physical health, and of course, keep the community growing because this is what this is all about. This is what we've done this for. And this year has been amazing. Chris, it's so cool to have you back because
Oh, it's so good
it's
to be
like the
back,
end
man.
of the year type, and
Oh, it was it
it's
was
like the high school reunion that you get 10 years later, and you're like, oh look, this is what you did.
nostalgia. Oh. Oh,
But
and hey, we're geeks, man. If nostalgia isn't a selling point for
yeah,
us, then the MCU's doomed.
oh
Uh,
god, yeah,
dude. That's great. Well, thank you guys. Thank you
yeah,
guys for having me
no
out.
doubt.
It was such a pleasure to
Um,
have some drinks. Guys, all my handles and all that crap are on there. Check me out next Sunday. After you check out the Misfits, go to the Misfits first. Damn it. And then you come over to us and
yeah,
you check us out because we're doing session 0 this Sunday, 10 p.m. Eastern time.
awesome.
All right. Love you guys. Thank you for the drinks. I will cheer you with what is still has liquid in. Cheers.
And as we raise our
Cheers.
glass, we cheers to the final session of Tavern Talks for 2021. Sorry, and starting next week, we will pick up all new Tavern Talks with our new crew of guests coming, and we've got those guys lining up right now.
And
So,
new awesome co-host Austin.
and our new awesome co-host Austin, who yet again was going to be here to kind of round off the group. However, he is also dealing with the nasty pandemic right now. So let's ask for a quick recovery on that one so that he can be back here for hopefully Sunday for
Do you
our
know if there's
talk.
any other D&D Twitch streamers on about now?
Oh, let's see what we got. Well, of course we're gonna find out because
Yeah, we should do a raid.
we should do a raid.
We should do a raid, guys. Do you want to join us for a raid?
Following. I think we should do a raid. Oh, we got a
Oh,
couple.
yeah.
We got a couple D&D streamers we can do this with.
Ooh,
We
roll the dice to
have.
see who's who, or
Ooh. I mean, we could roll a die. I like rolling dice. Do you guys
how
like rolling
many?
dice? Because
What's
I
the
like rolling dice. I have 20. I have my
Why?
20.
Okay, yeah, roll the 20.
All right.
Roll the
So
20. What do we got?
we have the dungeon run. We have the welcome in. We have total party chill, which is our very own guest Devin's channel over at startplaying.games. They're running Warhammer tonight, so we really don't have to jump to them, but we could. Or DAAG show, Dungeon and a Game Show. Dungeon and a Game Show, yes. And they're running tonight as well.
I try that. That sounds. Well, no, we said roll the dice. Roll your dice.
Roll the
Allocate
dice.
them to a numbers, odds, evens, however you're doing it. Roll the
So let's
dice.
do every 5 we go from top to bottom,
Yep.
or
Top to
Yep.
bottom.
Yep.
to
There we
top?
go.
All right, top to bottom or bottom top?
Top to bottom.
Top
Okay.
to bottom.
That means
Who's
high
the
is
top
the
and
game
who's
show.
the bottom?
Yep, that means high is the game show. 13. That puts us at total party chill.
Total party chill. All right. Total
Yeah.
party chill. We're coming at you. Yes. This is great, guys. I really had a good time with you guys tonight. This is special. I love you guys.
Okay. And until next
And that's
week,
not
we
Just
will
a
see you
different-
guys on
Thanks.
the Misfits.
Good shit, guys. I dig it. I dig it.
Right?
Yeah, it was great. Hold on. If we are still shooting the shit, I gotta use the toilet for a second. I'll be right back.
We're gonna try and
You guys
we're
got a
gonna try
meeting,
and-
don't you?
yeah, we got a meeting at,
All
at
right.
We do.
12 minutes ago.
Okay, yeah. Bye, guys. Thank you. If you need me again, just send me a message ahead of time to let me know, and we're good, man. All right.
All right.
Right.
Have fun.
Bye.